Good morning, afternoon, evening, and day. It's Corey. You're hurting hippie, and it is Saturday night. Saturday night. You saw the intro. I'm going to be speaking about cannabis. I'm going to speak about it's been a year, almost, since we legalized. And I'm going to have a little some with you. This here is Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck is a child of two AC/DC parents, AC/DC being a very strong CBD plant. But this tends to be, although high in CBD, equal in THC. So it's about 14 on both. Can get as high as 17 on both. Big fly. There we go. I actually had to sit here for about 5 minutes and wait for the neighbor lady to realize that her dog was just barking at me. Steady, steady, steady. Just had to wait. I have my boys in there. I am cooking supper. Second day spaghetti. I love my spaghetti sauce. I always make enough for 2 days. Cheers again. Here I am, almost a year later, still partaking in this legal activity out on the porch and not even concerned who goes by, who knows, just enjoying it. How do I feel the first year of legalization is going? I figured do it a week early. It's 10 days early. October 17 is the day that it got legalized last year, but it's close to a year, and I just wanted to beat everyone to it. But what does it mean to me? It actually means a fair bit. I can, when I'm either out of or don't have the right kind of medicine, and I'm speaking from a medicinal user standpoint, I can run down to the legal store now, get a couple of pre-rolls, maybe get a quarter, 7 grams, 5 grams, 3.5, something like that. And their quality is improved. It still isn't way up there, and yes, it's irradiated. Doesn't stop it from working. Just doesn't work as well as if it wasn't. It isn't hurting us. It's hurting the plant. And I love the plant, so don't get me wrong there. But it means easy access to legal product. I can carry my stuff with me and not be afraid. That's something that for an old guy from carrying it around in the 70s, scared to death. That is nice. The amount of stores in town seems to be fair. Alberta's done really well. We are also one of the major consumers, and that's just because the legal market has been better than in other provinces. Again, I've always said it, this is only year one of at least 4 or 5 years before all the issues settle down. But I was reading just recently, so far, in a whole year of legalization, Calgary City here, population over 2 million, and believe me, fairly heavy in the smoking area, in the toking area, in the partaking area, partoken. I had partoken. There's only been one DUI for cannabis. Only one. So the cops aren't out after us, and they used to be. So it has really relieved the city to be able to look at crime in a different way. So those little trickles are happening. There's still a long ways to go to better quality and lower price. The price has to come down. Double taxed, it's just too much. And they need to improve the access to medical, because I shouldn't be taxed at all, and I should be able to claim my medical on my extended health care benefits. Otherwise, why do I have extended health care? Friends. Duh. I also, before I close this down, because there will be no video on Sunday, I've got too busy a day. I've got to get my boys out early to go to my grandson's 1-year birthday party. Yay, Archie. So, before I finish, I do want to talk about the upcoming election. And no, none of you from the USA, no, not the Trump election, not the 2020 election, the 2019 election. Our election was called. Unlike you guys, our elections get called. The leader has to call an election within the first 4 to 5 years of his, between 4 and 5, but he can call it at 3 and get another possible up to 5-year term. Anyways, Trudeau called the election a few weeks ago. 60 days ago, probably. The election is just around the corner. October 21, I think it is. And so that's how quickly we get over this kind of stuff. I'm glad we don't spend the kind of money that's being wasted in the States just to get to the vote. And then the vote that is then contested by the biggest money spenders, the Liberals, ever, for the next 3.5 years until they can contest again. Poor losers, poor losers. Get over it. But I wasn't going to talk American politics, and I didn't jump on either side there anyway. And I'm not going to jump into Canadian politics, but I might. This might be my first year voting in 25, maybe 30 years. I don't believe in voting. I don't believe in partaking in a system that I want to see the demise of. I don't believe in government. I don't believe in being ruled. I think people we have sufficiently aged to the point that societies would evolve peacefully anyway. But I just don't like the voting systems. I don't like government the way it is right now, but as I have said, sometimes you have to be on the inside to make change. That's how cannabis finally got changed. Just a second. This keeps going out. But I may step in. And if I do step in, you may think from what I've said that I will automatically vote Conservative. And don't think that. If I step in, I will do exactly what I hope everybody who votes, I wish everybody who voted would do. And that is, I will research. I will dig into their platforms and the local rep, because we don't vote for a prime minister. We only vote for the person local. And if they get enough seats, their leader becomes the prime minister. So I might step in this time. Mostly because I think it's important to get the Liberals out of government. I think this social justice stuff doesn't belong in government because it's too... There are two distinct sides. Government is there to make sure that we are safe and that the utilities of the world are paid for and working and getting to the people. I'm a small government guy. I am a conservative when it comes to that. But I'm libertarian in so many other ways, and I'm liberal in a few. So I would vote. If I had to, I'd vote liberal if I was voting. But I'll tell you this. This is what I'll do. I will research the 4 or 5 different candidates that are running for this area. If I find that the only candidate that makes sense in this area is a liberal one, I will not vote, because I will not help them get elected. But if it's anybody else, I will vote for that anybody else. The chances of it being a conservative, it's up there. It's up there. We don't have a Libertarian Party. We have the Green Party. And, you know, I've sometimes sided with them. It's about creating a correct opposition or building a new government. So I may step in. And the main reason I want Trudeau out is not his white face, brown face, black face issue. It is the fact that he's not a leader. We put this actor out to impress the world about Canada. For him to go around wearing everybody's costume, and I get upset. I don't think he's done well for this country for 5 years, and he has really hurt my province, Alberta, for 4 years. So I think he's got to go. And if I really got to step in, I'll step in. I used to, when I was growing up, I was told, if you don't vote, you got no say. And I think no matter what you got to say, you are a person who lives here. I don't even care if you're a citizen. I do care. You shouldn't vote if you haven't got your citizenship. And I can't believe down south that is actually an issue, that the Liberals actually want, because they get most of the vote, for people who have not become a citizen to vote. Amazing. My friends, this just keeps going out. They never burn more than about halfway. A good CBD is usually pretty moist. And this I've had for quite a while, but I keep Boveda in there so it stays the way. It's a sativa. It's a sativa. Okay. I hope you had fun. Thank you all for your support. Love you all. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for your thumbs down. Thank you for the watch. Thank you for the nod. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony.